Hello everyone. Now we will start our presentation. Our topic is Kokusai Lanka Company Accounting Model Development. This is our group members. Under this topic, mainly we will introduce history of the Kokusai Lanka Company and organization structure. Under history, Kokusai Lanka Company Private Limited was established by Mr. Kirti Mantri Ratna with the help of his nearest family members in 2008. According to Mr. Kirti, he has started this company after he went to Japan by a job visa, and he started this company recently after importing crane machineries to Sri Lanka. Under organization structure, the organization structure Kokusai Lanka Company is a simple one. In the structure, top of the table chairman and the directors board is there. After that, the middle level managers, accountant and sales managers are there in the table. After that, account assistant are there in the table. Finally, in the board, crane operators and the rigger are in the table of hierarchy. Since most of the employees are relative in this company, there are no qualified accountant who have knowledge and using accounting package. They report their transaction package. Because of that, this issue has begun. Now I will invite Mahisha.
Next, we go into our identified issues. First one is no proper data entry system. One of the main issues we have seen in this company is the lack of a proper data entry system. Data entry is one of the most of the significant activities for the development of every business, because data entry keeps all relevant information related to the business in one place and in correct order for reference. And data entry also has a huge impact on the employee efficiency, and data entry helps companies in reducing the cost of operations. Second one is files are misplaced and lost. Data loss is a major inconvenience that disrupts the day-to-day function of any information-based business. When important files and documents are lost, business must spend time and resource recreating or recovering these files to fill the gaps left by loss.
Space is used for store paperwork. Keeping your documents safe and secure is an important part of business. Over the years, businesses will accumulate large numbers of files and documents that need to be organized, and it can be very hard to keep track of each and every important document. That is why organized document storage is essential. Fourth one is time wasted. Because of the manual reporting, the end product of having disparate systems managing data and then creating manual report is a time waste. The time is spent validating and compiling data into easy to read slide decks detract from the time that can be spent making critical and timely decisions. Then I would like to invite Supuni to continue our presentation.
This is the Excel model that we have prepared for this business. It shows how the given petty cash of the business has spent, as well as the bank expenses also in there. The first sheet is a summary of all the expenses with the expenses categories. There are two departments in this company, and one is crane department and the second is filing department. In the general expenses, there are expenses which we cannot identify directly that it was for which department. As of the Excel function we have used in this first sheet, we have used sum, rank, average, count function. To identify the dataset more easily, as well as we have used VLOOKUP function with the data validation. The last one we have used here is the pivot table to summarize the bank expense range. In the second sheet, it has all the expenses that was down using bank accounts, and we have used a pivot table to summarize the expenses so we can see which type of expenses has happened in each department clearly while saving time. Next, we have used count function to count how many expenses are there. Sum function also used to get the total as well. In the fourth sheet, it is also similar to the second sheet. We have used same function in here as well. But this sheet include all the petty cash with were the business day-to-day expenses. That was an overall explanation of the Excel accounting model that we have prepared for this business. Next, I would like to invite Chaturya.
I will focus expenses rank and average expenses. The function is built in statistical function in Excel that returns the average. To get an average, firstly put the equal mark, average, type the average and open the brackets. And select all the total expenses. Then we can get average expenses. Move to next part, expenses rank. Under this part, the Microsoft Excel rank, that functions return the rank of a numbers within a set of numbers. Under this part, rank formula is equal, put the equal mark, type the rank and open the brackets and select F7 cell, and after all the select all the total expenses. Then we can get expenses rank. Now I invite Lakshika.
If function. According to Microsoft Excel, if a statement is defined as a function which checks whether a condition is met, returns one value if true and another value if false. So F18 and F28 cells definitely should have equal amounts. If the values here are different, the value will not be the same. The Microsoft Excel count is a built-in statistical function that counts the number of cells in a range that meets a given criteria. I would like to invite Hansi.
Then we are focusing on entering the data have used in our accounting system and using the VLOOKUP function that can be obtained from the data page. There are the summary of the expenses table. Under that two main departments. There are crane hiring, sheet filing and general expenses. Then we have added a data validation and on with that we can select expenses categories as we want to see how the expenses has been spent on crane hiring, ship filing, and general, which we could not identify directly. Here we have stored the detailed information of this fetch information in a separate place, and we can now see the summary of the data available for this. Thank you. Then I would like to invite Mahesh.
In these sheets, there is the first pivot table that we have used in this model. What it does is summarizing the bank account details. We can select any bank account we want by using the filter and see the deposits and the payments done in each bank account. In the second sheets, there also we have used a pivot table to filter the expenses that has done through bank accounts. We can use the filter to select expenses and see that expense related to which department and what is the amount. In the fourth sheets, also have a pivot table which in summarizing the petty cash expenses. It also helps the business to select each expense in the filter to identify which department that the expense has related and what is the amount. Using the pivot tables, we do not need to through all expenses to see the amounts and everything. It will save time and make it easier. Next, I would like to invite Lakshika.
Conclusion. Through this report, we discussed about a new startup business and we developed a practical accounting solution using the knowledge of accounting modeling. Through this decision that we select Kokusai Lanka Company and their history and organizational structure and then discussed identified issues. According to this, we develop a accounting model. So this is end of our presentation. Thank you.